I don't know how to start this video outside of just some hack sell in order to try to get you to, take some over-the-counter pill. It's like, headaches. Do you suffer from them regularly? Do you know what's causing them? Would you like this pill to make them go away? I'm not somebody who suffers from headaches regularly because I normally know where they're coming from. Have I not slept that much that night? Have I been up recording and editing and publishing a bunch of videos? Yeah, chances are, and I only slept about 4 hours the night before. Yeah, my head's going to hurt. Have you been drinking enough water throughout the day? No, maybe not. Are you in ketosis? Have you been, eating enough lately? Yeah, whatever, man. There's different reasons for having headaches. Or there's just some people that are just banging and smashing and yelling and screaming. Yeah, if you can't, just put your fist through their head, you're going to have a headache on top of that. So what are the main causes and effective formulas for relief that aren't just a simple over-the-counter drug and it's like just reinforcing bad behaviors? Oh, something's bad here. Just take this one pill. One pill every day will just make sure all of your pain goes away. Yeah, just sent you down the opium pipeline. Anywho, headaches are common affliction for many people. After not finding relief elsewhere, they're seeking through, not traditional Chinese medicine. A fin of shock and the reef of a mushroom. Oh, yes. Treating headaches is 1 TCM fortes. To relieve pain, you must find out what's causing it. In general, people with headaches usually have one or more of the 5 following habits. High self-expectation and pressure. Okay, weird. Improper posture, especially tilting the head forward. Okay, good. Structural things we can actually deal with. Eating or often eats cold foods. Sorry, what? Wet hair after bathing? Huh? Overworked and stressed. Yeah, that could. Okay, so I agree with 2 and 5. 1, 3, and 4. We're gonna have to figure some stuff out here. We're gonna get very interesting here. So, headache due to pressure. Okay, hey, pressure. Yeah, no, that can happen. Additional inflammation, like a sinus headache or something like that. If you get a pathogen, an allergen into your system, and then it just starts to create some swelling up in your dome. Yeah, that's a real problem. People who often stress are the most prone to migraines. Yeah, migraines are different than headaches. I'm just talking about your run-of-the-mill, you're dehydrated, you're hungry, you're a little bit, upset and angry about certain things. That's what I'm talking about. Migraines, totally different beast, okay? Not talking about those. Those are legitimate health problems. Kind of headache can be severe to the point of debilitation, but not able to function in life's daily tasks. It can be accompanied by nausea and vomiting, sensitivity to light and noise. Painkillers are a go-to, but not always effective. Here's where the magic happens. Here's the magic. Yo, this sounds like somebody who just rolls up in a panel van and is just here to tell you, hey, this is where the magic happens. Rather than take medication, simply press the Q-Ju acupoint. Right there on the outside. Wait, what? Okay, so on the outside of your ankle, right on the extrusion of the ball of the ankle. You press that and hold it for 3 to 4 seconds. Okay. A large hole in the front of and below the tip of the outer malleus. Okay. Pressing on the left foot can relieve headache. So that's supposed to be the left foot? I've got questions why you have the right foot pictured, but okay. You do you. Postural headache. Okay, once blood flow, the cervical spine improves, headache relief will follow. Hey, poor posture is the most common cause of headaches. I would say dehydration, but if you've got anything to back that up, poor posture, I'm not going to argue too vociferously against it. Using a computer for prolonged periods can cause one to habitually lean forward, squint, and put excess pressure on your ocular system, which strains the muscles of the neck and head. When I see a patient with a headache, not me, the author, first question is, does your neck hurt? And I often get the affirmative yes type of headache. And as long as the neck problem is solved, blood circulation becomes smooth again, and the wrong posture corrected, the headache will gradually disappear. Yay! Headache from too much coldness. Drink cold water during the golden period to get rid of the body moisture. Golden period. I'm talking about drinking. Interesting. Do elaborate. Third habit that causes headaches is consuming too many cold foods and iced beverages. The spleen oversees dampness in traditional Chinese medicine. If waste and poison cannot be discharged properly. I thought that's a liver thing, but okay. And dampness will increase, causing wet headaches and accompanied by the symptoms of heavy head. Okay, in TCM, every 2 hours section of the 24-hour days associated with a specific meridian. Yeah, this just sounds like what you're fine. Don't care. 2 meridians work together for the type of headache caused by drinking cold beverages. You know what else you can do? Don't drink so many cold beverages so quickly. Acclimatize yourself so that there's not such a big disparity. Like if you're outside working really, really hard and then you just want a drink of water, don't have something that's 3/4 ice and then just a little bit of ice or a little bit of water. Have something that's a little bit above room temperature. Just, work that in appropriately. And then just anything chilled on top of that, well, you should probably keep those to a minimum, especially if you get brain freeze on top of that, because that's kind of what this seems like. But okay, headache due to wind, cold, and dampness. All right, I thought you already addressed that. Okay, 4th bad habit is not drying your hair enough after washing can result in headaches. Okay, sitting in air-conditioned environments and being out in the cold without head and neck protection can cause headaches. Okay, to quickly eliminate wind, cold, dampness, headaches, and keep the mind sharp, try massaging the Haigu and Li-Kei acupoints on the hand. So right there at the base of your thumb and index finger, right in between the little webbing that's there. Interesting. So on the back of the hand, between the base of your thumb and index finger and pointer. Well, it just feels nice. I don't really know if that would take care of a headache or anything like that, but it's a very soothing activity. The Li Kuei is all the way back here, just below the wrist joint. Interesting. Okay. The Li Kei acupoint is located above the wrist on the inside of the arm. To find this point, interlock your thumb and index finger of the one hand with those of the other. Okay, point lines to the edge of the index finger and the depression between the sinew and the bone. Yeah, you can kind of feel a little bit of a divot right there. If you work your way in, you can feel the difference between what would be kind of cartilage and the bone as well. There's a little bit of an indentation there. At least I can find it, and just right in on and around about there. You can kind of see it. I guess for reference, yeah, there, and then, hey, how about that? Did that work? Yeah, something like that. You can kind of feel it right there. Again, it's another one of those kind of calming. It feels kind of nice, but I don't necessarily know if it will work or anything like that, but I don't really give too much thought to traditional Chinese medicine. It all just kind of sounds like hokum. Headache from overwork. Yeah, rest appropriately. How about that? Properly taking enough nutrition. How about that? Women often experience headaches. No, they normally cause them. Jokes, folks. Not really. Today's women manage jobs, households, childcare, and more. Yeah, and they will never let you forget about it. Oh my God. Some women also experience severe headaches and even vomiting. No, that's people who I don't need to joke anymore. When you feel a headache and dizziness, you can prepare milkfish. Sorry, what? Heads. Yo, gross. Ew. Yo, I'm not recommending that soup. That sounds like ass. Gross. Treat the feet to relieve headaches. All right, Quentin Tarantino. Yo, instead of all this hokum and massaging weird parts on your body, if you have a headache, ask yourself the last time you had a drink of water. Ask yourself if you've slept enough. You'd be amazed how much a 10 to 20 minute long nap will just magically get rid of your run-of-the-mill headache. Having a drink and then a few minutes later realizing that, oh yeah, the headache's gone. Just giving yourself a simple temple massage, that also tends to help pretty much too. Or if you're in a specific you're in a specific area with a certain amount of allergens, find a way to remove yourself from that situation or flush out those pathogens. Neti pot. I've done a video on the YouTube channel side of that. I know for sure, where I've talked, specifically about neti pots or rinsing out your sinuses. I used to use them, a fair amount, but kind of backed off of them recently because I'd pretty much had my fill and didn't really find any more use on top of that. But those would be my ways to get rid of it without having to resort to just an Aleve and Advil, just popping pills, because that's not my style. I got my supplements and all that stuff, but when it comes to pain relief and pain relievers, I haven't used them in about a decade and a half at this point in time. Don't miss them at all whatsoever. Don't use them. I just grit and bear it if there's ever a certain amount of pain. But yeah, if you live a pretty clean, active, healthy life, don't really run into headaches all that often. But I know there's a bunch of people out there trying to live a better life that do end up getting caught up by a headache every now and again. So a little help never hurt anybody. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I'm Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.